And we say good morning to you. Broadcasting live our final installment of Tour Schools for the fall of 2023. We're live today here at the land of the Pirates. Yes, Eastside Elementary. We're going to be joined by some kids from Camp Explore. We're going to be joined from kids from K-Kids. Miss Malone's going to join us. Coach Jenkins is going to join us. My buddy Brian Jenkins in the house. Sheena Gardner, Susan Duggar, Aaron Keene, Brittany Johnson, Shannon Barnett. Libby Hoyman, we got all kinds lined up ready to go. And even we're going to try and squeeze in a cameo from Emmy Morgenstern. She loves to be on the camera. And so we're going to see if we can get her on. And also Teresa Duggar will be here. And that'll be a good way to wrap it up. But we are here thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. Miss Lewis is in the house. Mrs. Moore's here. It's all good. So let's get this party started. Let's hit this right here and get our very first commercial in taken care of. And we'll come right back. And we'll be joined by the fifth grade students from Camp Explore. We're here at Eastside Elementary getting the final installment, as we told you, of this. We've been to Elizabethton, Harold McCormick, T.A. Duggar, Westside Elementary, and wrapping things up today here again at Eastside, the land of the Pirates. We'll be right back after this.
Folks in Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread. We've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami. Make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. You know, if you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game. Don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
About 10 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by here and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli, 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
And we're ready to start it, and we are joined by our principal here at Eastside Elementary, Mr. Travis Hurley. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Love to come to the land of the Pirates. And
That's right. Other side of the river, baby.
I was, yeah. How many kids this year?
400 and some. Not really sure officially the number.
There you go.
There's a lot. I know that much. There is a lot.
Yeah, and you're excited about it. It's been a good year
Love
so far.
it. It's been a great year.
Yeah.
Great
So-
start to a year and getting ready to get the holiday seasons going, so that'll be fun.
Yep. We're going to be joined by Miss Malone here in a second. And I guess what we learned at every stop we've been, is our last stop for the fall, is that every school gives every kid a chance to create their own niche and do what they want to do.
That's right.
And so tell me some of the
Best
clubs
things.
and some of the things that goes on down here.
Well, we have K-Kids. That's a good one that we have. They do community service projects. They'll get to talk to you about that here in a few minutes. We have so many other things that really aren't clubs, but you know, the leadership class is about to start in January, which is kind of a fun one that I get to teach every Tuesday.
Mhm.
Don't really get to do that as a principal. Sometimes go in and teach, but I get to do that with the leadership class that I have. So it's really fun to go in and talk about leadership, and hoping that it carries on to middle school and high school.
You have K through 5 here.
K through 5. We also house pre-K in the building.
Yeah. So it's a cool.
It's getting blown up over there.
It blows up all the time.
All the
So,
time.
yeah,
Popular
so-
man.
I don't know about that, but but it does blow up all the time. So
Popular guy.
what's the coolest part of being a principal of this school?
Oh man, that's a really big question. It's the kids. For me, it's the kids. You know, a lot of people search their whole life trying to figure out what they're supposed to do, and it's pretty obvious that mine's supposed to be around kids. So
As you're also a youth pastor.
I do that. Also got to go back to coaching football this year, which was fun, and it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but it was lots of excitement and joy for me to be able to do that. So
Yep, we did finish. If you did not
No, don't bring it. You don't have to bring it up if you
Yeah.
don't want to. Let's not bring it up.
Yeah, well, I got to tell them in case you missed a game on Friday night. Cyclones were eliminated from the 2023 season, unfortunately.
Yeah.
21-7. It is what it is. But you know what? The sun came up.
It did come up,
On
and,
Saturday
then, and
morning.
then my Tennessee Vols lost, so it was like not a very good football weekend in the Hurley household.
They didn't lose. They got mopped up on the field.
You,
So
better,
did, so did
hey, you better
ETSU.
get moving to the kids.
Yeah.
You might get me going right here.
So did ETSU. They got mopped up too, but that's a whole other story. But we're here. And so we're going to be joined by Camp Explorer. Now, you've been to Camp Explorer before we get the kids in here.
Actually, I go now as a sponsor with the boys. I pulled in Mr. Jenkins this year because last year it was just me and 60 boys.
Right.
So that was a lot in a dorm
Yeah.
with just me, but we made it. It's actually extremely fun.
Mhm.
You don't get any sleep, but that's okay.
Yeah. And the kids have a blast.
They have an absolute blast.
And
Some
what-
of them are scared of snakes. It's kind of funny to watch them hold a snake and all that. So,
Oh, they're scared of snakes.
yeah.
The
Now,
boys,
now some of them, the snakes were scared of them.
you're a piece of work. All right. Well, I appreciate you letting us
Yeah,
come down
no,
and hang.
thanks for coming. You'll get
Yeah.
to enjoy some really good things that's going on and
Oh.
some really neat people.
It's all about the kids. That's why we do what we do. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll learn from the kids from Camp Explorer next. Tom Taylor Sports Show Tour Schools live at Eastside Elementary. Are you looking for apparel of your favorite local school for Christmas? Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton can make this Christmas merry and bright for folks on your list. They have sweatshirts and hoodies, youth and adult sizes. They have sublimated jerseys. They offer long and short sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies of your favorite Carter County schools. Plus different styles of jackets of your favorite school, from windbreakers to insulated jackets. Brummett's also sells ball caps too. And they have Letterman jackets for schools in Northeast Tennessee, Western North Carolina, and Southwest Virginia for band, cheerleaders, and all sports. And they have the patches to go with them too to honor your special person. And they offer trophies and plaques for teams and individuals, athletics as well as businesses, churches, trophies, and plaques. Find them on Facebook or call 542-2321, 542-2321. Your local hometown sports shop. Be loyal, buy local. At Brummett Sports Shop, Elk Avenue in downtown Elizabethton. An Elizabethton tradition since the 1940s. Brummett Sports Shop. And we're back here at Tour Schools, and we're joined by Miss Malone and some awesome fifth graders. Tell me about Camp Explorer, would you please, before we get to the kids? Tell me all about it.
Yes. Camp Explorer is a wonderful trip that we take in the beginning of the year, and it gives us all the opportunity to get to know our students, and they build all kinds of good relationships with their team, their classmates, and their teachers. There's lots of fun activities, and this year we got to go swimming, so that was a really exciting thing. We had never done that before, so this group got to experience a lot of extra stuff this year.
How many years were you teaching?
This is my 18th year.
I'm going to ask you the same thing I'm going to ask the kids in a minute. What's the coolest part of coming to work over at Eastside for you?
Really, it is the kids. We have really the best time in fifth grade. I really enjoy teaching fifth grade.
Yep. So let's swing it around, and let's get these youngins right here. I'll do the best we can on the old camera and make sure. Yep, there we go. Tell everybody who you are. Good morning, first off. Tell everybody who you are.
Hi, I'm Stella Holtzclaw.
Hello, Stella Holtzclaw. Tell me about Camp Explorer.
Camp Explore was this fifth grade thing, and it was so fun, and it was an amazing experience. My favorite thing was probably the disco party in the girls' dorm and swimming.
Let's talk about it. The disco party in the girls' dorm. How'd that go?
Well, we had all come into the room, and we all got ready for bed, and she was like, "We're not going to bed yet." So we had a dance party, and then we got to scare the boys.
You scared the boys. Were the boys really scared?
Yeah.
They were scared? You weren't scared?
No.
Okay, but you act like you were scared. I got you. So how did you scare the boys?
Well, Mr. Hurley double backed on them, and because they were gonna try and come and scare us,
Right.
and then we knew that they were coming, so we scared them before they could scare us.
There you go. So it was kind of tit for tat. So the disco part, you guys have a disco ball and a dance, all that?
And we had
Who-
a speaker.
You had a speaker? Okay. So who said we weren't going to bed yet?
Miss Malone.
Miss Malone said, we ain't done. We're going to party a little bit. Okay. So the disco party. Now, you're getting ready to go to Tia Duggar next year. What's the coolest part of being here for a couple of years in Eastside?
Probably the things we do here, like our pep rallies, we have dunk tanks and everything we do.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right, we'll let you jump up, let you move over. That's how we're going to do this. That way, get a good camera shot. There we go. Good morning, sir. Tell everybody who you are, please.
Hi, my name is Ethan Long.
Hello, Ethan Long. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Now, did the girls really scare you or not? Or
No,
she-
not
no, I
really.
didn't think
We
so.
were, I was kind of expecting that.
You kind
he
of
would
knew what
do
they were
it.
going to do.
Yeah.
All right. What did you do down Camp Explore? It's pretty cool.
I love the rockets and because we blasted up in the air, and then I love the food, which was really
Loved the food and the rockets. All right. So now, for folks who don't know what you're talking about, every student had a rocket and went outside and
Yeah,
shot it. Is that
so
correct?
we had to build a rock. We had build rockets with all these little paper things, and there's a lot of tape involved in it. And then we wrapped it around a giant tube, and then we put it on this thing that blasted up air, and it went super high. And we tried to catch it.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Did you catch yours?
Yeah.
Did you catch it?
Yeah.
All right. You're moving on next year. What's the cool part of being at Eastside?
I loved the pep rallies, and also I loved playing football at recess, which was really fun. And the only fifth grade thing we got to do this year was dodgeball outside, just the fifth graders with the teachers, and we got to play each other.
You played dodgeball with the teachers?
Yeah.
Did you put anybody out?
Yeah.
Who'd you put out? Which teacher?
I'm pretty sure I got Mr. Brown or someone.
Mr. Brown gone out. All right. Good job.
I did get you.
You did get him? All right, next, let's see who's coming. Thank you, Ethan, by the way. Good job. Let's introduce this young lady. We're here again talking to the youngsters at Eastside. Tell everybody who you are, please.
I'm Kylie King.
Hello, Kylie King. Tell me about Camp. Did you go, Camp Explorer?
Yes.
All right, tell me what was cool about it for you.
My favorite thing was the girls' disco party in the dorm.
Yeah. So, did you dance and sing?
Yeah.
Did you have a hairbrush that you used for a microphone?
No.
Because you didn't? Because sometimes growing up, people use hairbrush for a microphone. I did that, so I sang with a hairbrush and microphone. My brothers made fun of me, called me a ninny. So, but you had a good time.
Yeah.
What else did you guys do besides the disco party? What did you learn during the day? Now, he learned about rockets. What did you learn?
Also the rockets.
Rockets?
Yeah.
All right. What else are you involved in here at the Eastside?
So.
What else do you do?
We
You in any clubs?
K-Kids.
K-Kids? What's K-Kids all about? Tell me about K-Kids.
It's where you do stuff after school and help out the community.
Yeah. Last question. Same thing we'll ask you to ask the other ones. What's the coolest part of being Eastside for you?
Probably the fun things that we get to do.
It's a cool school, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. All right. The youngsters over here, they're going to talk K-Kids.
They're gonna be, yep.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you very much. Now, before we bring the other ones up, tell me what K-Kids all about from the teacher's perspective, would you please?
K-Kids is a service organization that is sponsored by the local Kiwanis, and we get the kids together and we talk about different ways to help our community, and we go throughout the community and do all kinds of different fundraisers or just charity drives, and we have a really good time doing that.
We'll find out what they're doing. By the way, we've got Tia Duggar basketball today. The season opener take on the Robinson Redskins in a doubleheader. We start at 4:45. Let's see, I got 3 this week. 4:45 today. Yeah, 5 and 6, back-to-back doubleheaders. Tia Duggar boys and the Robinson boys from Kingsport. All right, let's meet these folks. Hello, tell everybody who you are.
My name is Brody Hurley.
Brody, move up, scoot up just a little bit your chair, Bubba. All right, Brody's. Now, did you go to Camp Explorer too?
Yes.
All right, I want to ask you about that, then we'll get into K-Kids. What did you like best about the Camp Explorer? Sounded like it was a lot of fun. I missed out on some cool
We were
stuff.
actually the first fifth graders to swim in the pool. And we got to shoot arrows and we got to do games.
Shoot. All right, tell me about shooting arrows. That's all. I'm all about that. Tell me about that, would you please?
So we just started practicing, practicing trying to shoot it. Then we got one. Then we had one kid who made a bullseye.
Whoa. Now, how far away was the target? It was close or across the
It was
room?
probably where that beanbag is.
Oh,
and,
okay.
from here.
Yeah, probably 15, 20 feet. Okay.
And we were all cheering for him. Then we were
some kids were like saying, we should do a like game because we had a lot of time because we just finished everything. So we had a game to see who can get the closest arrow, and it was the same kid.
Same kid. That's cool. The same kid. All right, so tell me about K-Kids. What's that all about, please?
It's all about where we actually help others
Mm-hmm.
who need it. We give stuff to people who are like homeless or sick, and
Very nice.
we help our community.
Very nice.
So,
Helping other folks.
yes.
Makes you feel good, too, doesn't it? To know you help somebody else. Yep. Mr. Brody's in the house. Let's jump in and talk to this young lady. Thank you, Brody. Good job. I think I know who she likes. There's a pretty good chance she likes Taylor Swift because she's got a Taylor Swift T-shirt on. What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
You Belong With Me.
You Belong With Me. Have you ever seen her in concert?
I tailgated. I didn't go in, but I tailgated.
Tailgated at one of her concerts? All right, that's cool. So tell me about K-Kids, would you please?
It's where like we help our community and we help other people and like we'll pick up trash after school and
Neat.
yeah.
Just being good people, helping other folks, which is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to take care of each other. Did you go to Camp Explorer?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you. Tell me what was the cool part at Camp Explorer?
I loved learning about fossils because like I love learning and like just seeing the fossils and like being able to touch them and like pass them around was really fun.
Cool. So you got to handle the fossils. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a veterinarian.
Awesome. That is good. That's awesome. A veterinarian. So you can go either way. You can go a small animal veterinarian or a big animal veterinarian. So you can go work on cows and horses out in the field, or you can work on dogs and cats in the veterinary place. Cool. Good job. Thank you. Taylor Swift, You Belong to Me. There you go. All right, let's see who's in here next. We're live again at Eastside Elementary. We're talking to the youngins about Camp Explorer and the K-Kids. Tell everybody who you are, please.
Rainier Woods.
Rainier Woods. All right, so tell me, you were there too, Camp Explorer?
Mhm.
All right, tell me, what she learned about fossils. What you learned about?
We learned about a lot of things, but I'd say fossils and energy. We learned about that a lot.
Oh, really? Tell me about energy.
We learned about
Like potential and
yeah,
kinetic.
potential and kinetic energy, and he did these things where you would have these balls that one would hit this, and then the other would fly off, and then two would go off, and then it would go off till they're all swinging.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Neat, huh? Glad you went?
Yeah.
All right. Now, you're part of K-Kids too. Tell me some of the things you've helped around here to make a difference.
We picked up trash and hoodies off the playground, and our next service project is probably at Food City, where we're gonna bag groceries for people there.
How neat. You ever done that before?
No.
That'd be neat. Bagging grocery foods and making a difference. Tell everybody again who you are one more time.
Rainier Woods.
Rainier Woods. All right, let's go to the next one. Good job, ma'am. Awesome. We're learning about these youngins. See, are they not too cool? There's no does and us. They're just so poised. Tell everybody who you are, ma'am.
Hello, I'm Gwendolyn Eggers.
Miss Eggers. All right, tell me about what you did at Camp Explorer. What did you learn?
I learned a lot about fossils because I already knew kind of a lot about fossils. But my favorite thing was mostly like fossils and to learn about potential and kinetic energy.
Awesome. Did you do a rocket like Mr. Long did?
Yes.
Yeah. Did yours go way up or not?
It kind of, but it kind of went like sideways
Mhm.
and then it just fell straight down.
Yeah. Well, but
Yeah.
it's a start.
Yeah.
You got to swim in the pool.
Yeah.
Did you guys go canoeing?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you like that?
That was very fun.
Yeah. Did you do good? Did you get in the front of the canoe or the back of the canoe?
I was in the back of the canoe.
Yeah. So which one of the canoe, who drives the canoe? The one in the back or the one in the front?
Kind of both because they both have the paddles
Exactly right.
and they go opposites.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like awkward because I don't have very good hand-eye coordination. So I get confused which way I was supposed to go. So
I stay confused, so I get it. I understand. But you had fun. Tell me about K-Kids.
So K-Kids is a school club that's after school, and you help the community out. So we picked up a ton of trash off the playgrounds and picked up a ton of hoodies off the playgrounds.
because there was like just a ton of hoodies laying down and they were soaked from the rain, so we brought those inside.
Cool. Making a difference. Put in lost and found, and they kids come in and pick up their hoodies. Yeah, good job, Miss Eggers. Thank you. Got one more. Come on in here, sir. Yep. Miss Malone's done a great job lining this up for us. Thank you. By the way, what is the color of that? I love that.
Oh, that's burgundy.
Yeah. Well, put it up there now. I've embarrassed you. Put it. Why?
Because I need to get my nails done.
Well, just show the one that's up there. I love the color. For heaven's sake.
Oh my goodness.
It's
I broke it playing quiet ball with these 5th graders. They broke my nail.
They broke your nail playing
Yes.
quiet ball. Okay, I'll ask what's quiet ball. That's not pickleball. That's quiet ball.
Well, Ethan wants to talk about quiet ball, but quiet ball is when we have just a few minutes left between classes and we throw the ball to each other and see if we can. It's on Fridays usually, just with one class because we're starting out slow, and we throw the ball and whoever catches it can continue in the game. But if they speak or if they drop it, then they're out.
Wow.
So it's just a fun little game we play if we have a couple of minutes.
Yeah. And you broke a nail playing quiet ball.
I broke a
All right.
nail.
So
playing
she's not
quiet
going to
ball.
show the.
I'm not going to show my nail.
No, we're not going to show the nail. Moving right along here. So tell everybody who you are, sir.
Clinton Lund.
Oh, Clinton, how are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Good. So you went to Camp Explore too.
Yes.
All right. Tell me what was cool about Camp Explore for you, please, sir.
Canoeing and archery.
Archery. First time you ever shot a bow and arrow? So did you do pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hit the bullseye?
No.
Did you hit any of the circles?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it the tips of the arrows? Were they metal or rubber, or how did it? They were regular. They're regular bow and arrow, right?
Regular.
Yeah. So show me how you did it.
Like, yeah.
Pull back
Just-
2 hands in between the bow. I mean, in between the arrow.
No, just like
You ham it and let it rip, huh? Yeah.
sure.
Sure. Good. Canoeing. Tell me about canoeing.
It was pretty fun. I was in the front of the canoe, and I just got confused on which way I was supposed to go, and then the person in the back kept on saying, turn around, there's an alligator.
An alligator in the pond at Camp Explorer. Doo-dah, doo-dah. There really wasn't, though, was there? No. He's just tricking you. So, good times had. All right, so you help with K-Kids, too?
Yes.
Tell me what you've done to help out K-Kids.
So I've been to like meetings after school, and I've helped pick up trash and pick up hoodies and just talk about what we do.
Awesome. Favorite part of being at Eastside Elementary? You're getting ready to go on, too, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite part is probably Miss Malone. She's very fun.
Yeah. He's a smart guy. He's sitting right beside her. Good guy. Yep. But that's good. You're having a good time, Miss Malone. What has she taught you this year? What are you guys learning right now?
Place value and moving decimals.
Cool. Place, value, and moving decimals. All right. Tell everybody again who you are.
Clinton Lund.
Look in there and say, go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.
There you go. Good job, Clinton. Give me some smoke. All right. So you really don't want to show the nail?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay. I tried. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Who we got? Oh, Coach Jenkins in the house. Coming up next, let me ask you about that big Tennessee game Saturday. Wasn't any game. Pretty pitiful, really. Thank you, guys, ladies. Good job. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We are here live again at Eastside Elementary. We'll do this right after you hear from the Readers Are Winners. Readers are winners. Hi, this is Tom Taylor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I'm a huge proponent on the importance of reading. I firmly believe it's the key to being successful, being the best reader you can be. And so in partnership with Elizabethton City Schools and the Betsy Book Bus, it's the Readers Are Winners Reading Challenge. At the end of this 9 weeks, the top 50 readers based on minutes read from each of the 3 elementary schools, Eastside, Harold McCormick, and Westside, will get and win Tom Taylor Sports Show Readers Are Winners t-shirts, plus be featured on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Reading is so important. In fact, Walt Disney said, it is books that are the key to the wide world. If you can't do anything else, read all that you can. Albert Einstein said, if you're going to get anywhere in life, you have to read a lot of books. And Margaret Fuller simply said, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. It's the Readers Are Winners Book Challenge on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Elizabethton City Schools, and the Betsy Book Bus. Here's some folks who also believe in the importance of reading. We're back again at Eastside Elementary, the land of the Pirates, joined by my buddy, Coach Jenkins. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, Tom?
Good. He's a good man right there, and he was a great JV football coach. And so, but you're back at Eastside now.
Yeah, back at Eastside. I went to school here many moons ago as a young kid.
Yeah.
Blessed to be back teaching here now.
It's got to be cool because Bradley's here too, right?
Yeah, my daughter too. She's in
Yeah.
preschool, so
You got the kids here, second generation coming through, and so you're walking the halls now as a teacher you did when you were a kid.
yes.
Got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
So,
It's real neat.
yeah. So what do you do down here now?
I teach special ed.
Awesome. How many youngins you work with every day?
We have K-5, so it's about 60 or 70 kids a day.
Wow. So you can speak with authority as well as anybody as far as, you know, what it means to be an Eastside Pirate because you're now, as I said, a kid, now you're back as a teacher. So pretty special place, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember back to my times here. There's many memories I think about often, and just to be able to come back and see kids doing my own kids doing the same kind of things. It's still the same kind of family community here. It's just a great place to be, great school, great people to work with, great bosses. So it's just a wonderful place.
Amy Morgenstern's awesome, isn't she?
Yeah, much better than Hurley.
There you go. There you have it. And he'd probably say the same thing too.
Oh, yeah,
he
he
would. Yeah, she does an awesome job. So Friday night, Cyclones. You know, everybody keeps asking me at church as to what happened. I said 2 words: missed opportunities.
Oh yeah, I mean 3 plays really kind of set the tone for the game. I mean it's a 3-play difference, and the score might be the other way around or something. So I mean we're right there where we wanted to be. We had opportunities. We just, like you said, we didn't capitalize when we needed to, and we let them capitalize on a couple of mistakes, and that ultimately ended up being the difference in the game.
Yep. Sun came up Saturday, the Lord's still on the throne. We
That's
keep on
right.
trucking. We
That's
switched to
right.
basketball, and it's just the way it goes. But so, what about the debacle in Missouri? What do you think about that?
Oh man, that's tough. Like Mr. Hurley said, tough weekend for Northeast Tennessee football fans, especially here in Elizabethton. But defensively, I think they didn't tackle. It was just a rough night.
What are the chances they can rise up and give Georgia a game Saturday?
I told somebody probably the most Tennessee thing will happen, that they'll probably find a way to beat Georgia and it not matter
Because
because they've already out of the
Yeah.
East. But I mean, anything's possible. It'll probably be a ruckus crowd in Knoxville. I'd say that hopefully the fans will be wild. You know, maybe a letdown. I don't think, but hopefully you have a good atmosphere. The crowd will get into it, help the team, and just make it a good game.
back at Eastside, we're glad he's back here. Good man. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Thought my buddy Coach Jenkins, when I did JV football last year, he was the coach. Easy to work with. Always had lineups, always had rosters. Not everybody could do that at the other schools, but he always made sure I had what I needed to broadcast, and I appreciate that. Quick break. We'll be right back. Miss Gardner says, can I please come be on the show? I said, absolutely, you can be on the show. She's going to talk about one of my favorite things, ice cream. Right after this, we're live here at Eastside Elementary. The tour of schools brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Hey, we're back at Eastside Elementary School. I want to talk to Miss Gardner for a second. She is the cafe manager for how long?
This is my 3rd year.
Better scoot up a little bit so I can hear you. Get a little bit closer. There you go. 3rd year. All right. So how many kids do you feed a day?
About 400 for lunch and about 400 for breakfast.
Wow. Typical breakfast at Eastside would be what?
The favorite day is sausage biscuit day.
Sausage biscuit.
About Thursdays. And then other days it's cereal, Pop Tarts, something.
The basics.
Mhm.
But Thursdays, if I want to come down
It's
here
usually
Thursday,
a biscuit. Yeah.
it's sausage biscuit day on Thursdays. Nicole Moore loves sausage biscuits, so maybe we can come down one day and get sausage biscuits together. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah. It's got a menacing look over there, but that's okay. So now we got, what's a typical lunch? What's a favorite lunch?
Favorite? Super grilled cheese day, probably.
Super grilled cheese day. What days that fall on? I love grilled cheese.
Once or twice a month. It's random.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't know when it's coming. They do know when it's coming.
Yeah, the menu comes out.
Yeah. So it's not every week. It's a couple times a month. So the kids love the super grilled cheese. All right. It says ice cream. We have ice cream here at Eastside.
Yes.
Tell me about that. How do we purchase ice cream?
Parents can put money on the account through Skyward, or the kids can bring it in, and it costs $1. We sell almost every day, but unless there's something different going on or I'm out. But and we also sell chips and stuff like that too, and they're 75 cents though.
I'm going to guess the most popular flavor ice cream is chocolate.
It's a mix, actually.
Really?
They like the sour.
Sour ice cream? What is sour ice cream?
We get one that's a sour cherry and one that's called sour cyclone that's a blue raspberry, and they really like that.
Sour ice cream. I'm going to swing by you have some down this morning? Nicole and I are going to swing by. I want some what was sour cyclone? It's blue raspberry? Okay. And those are the ones the kids go bananas over.
It's a favorite one, yeah.
Do you like it?
I've tried it. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
That means no. I've tried it. It's all right. I can take it or leave it. So anyway, they do ice cream here. So what's the cool part about working here at Eastside for you?
For me, it's getting to see every single kid that comes through the line because I'm most of the time on the register, so I get to see everybody.
Yeah. And so you develop really a rapport with every one of these kids.
Yeah.
You know them by their first name and all that. You kind of get used to bond with them. That's neat stuff.
Yeah.
See, that wasn't so bad. You're done. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We appreciate her coming by and doing something she didn't really want to do, and she did it, and we appreciate that. We'll take a break. We'll be joining Miss Lewis, Susan Duggar, Aaron Keene, more coming up from Eastside Elementary right after this and the tour of schools on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join me all this week for the Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. Each morning from 9 to 10, we'll showcase the great kids doing great things at Elizabethton City Schools. Monday will be at Eastside Elementary. Tuesday, Elizabethton High School. Wednesday, Harold McCormick Elementary. Thursday, T.A. Duggar Middle School. And on Friday, Westside Elementary. The Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones! There you go.
That's right.
Everybody knows Susan Duggar. That's who we got here. She's back with us, and we're back after the break. And hello, young lady. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yep. Like talking to this young lady. She got me turned on to Imagination Library.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to thank you again for your support.
Oh, I love it. Love it, love it. It's all about these kids, about reading. Readers are winners.
Readers are winners.
And so the Imagination Library, Miss Miller's going to come again next Monday and continue to push that because, you know this, a pre-K teacher, getting them to read proficiently, it's a key to life and to being successful.
Sure is. And in every facet of life, you have to have the ability to read, whether it be a job application, a lease, whatever. So we hopefully are developing those foundational skills to build through pre-K and kindergarten to make great winners, readers who are winners.
Yep. Readers
so
are
we're
winners.
real excited about that.
Yep. Are your kids reading? Students reading?
I have two.
Yeah.
I have two that are already reading. So
Yeah.
it's very exciting. As a teacher, to see the light go on and the child
Yep.
start reading is
Absolutely.
it's remarkable.
Yep. That's what it's all about.
It sure is.
How many years for you?
24 years.
24 years.
Yes.
Have the kids changed over 24 years?
Somewhat, but they still have a love for learning, and the twinkle in their eye when they learn something new and they get it. It's still exciting for me as a teacher.
Sure.
I still love it.
Have the parents changed over 24 years?
Yes, a little bit. They have changed. They have changed.
To say the least. Yes, they have
Yes,
changed. That's okay. We just deal with
That's
them and go.
okay.
Yeah.
They're still children, and
That's
they love learning. So
Yep.
that's what's important.
Now, am I right in saying you won something from Northeast Community Credit Union, did you not?
I sure did. I
Yeah.
was very blessed with the grant for buying my classroom a rug this year. So I was very excited about that, and I have shared with the credit union the picture. I'm sharing that today with them. So I'm just real excited. The kids love it. It's very colorful. It's colors of a rainbow.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with that, can you, buddy?
No. Andrew will be along here in a few minutes to tell you exactly, because they do it every month. $300 go out to a teacher when they award that every month, and you were one of those. So
It's a great opportunity
yeah, stick
that
with-
a lot of people don't take advantage of. They need to.
exactly right. So 24 years. So tell us what's going on in pre-K right now.
We are getting ready to attend the Barter Theater. That's another grant that we've received, and we'll be taking our children there. Wonderful opportunity for them at Christmas to visit the Barter Theater. Great place. Along with that, we will have our Thanksgiving feast that we're really gearing up for next week. That's a family activity that we encourage all the families to attend. We actually provide the meal for the children in a local restaurant, and the parents are asked to join us so we can all eat as a school family.
Awesome.
And so it's a pretty neat event to have all the parents with their children there. So we're real excited about that, as well as going to see Santa. Not going to miss that. Another favorite event that we have is when we have milk and cookies with our director of schools, Mr. Van Huss. They invite us up every year and feed the children lunch, and we decorate cookies and have cookies and milk with Mr. Van Huss. He's a great guy, very supportive of the program. You know, he used to be our director years ago, so he's very supportive of the preschool and our activities, so he always wants to be included in at Christmas.
He's doing a great job leading the school system, isn't he?
He is doing a wonderful job. I can't say enough great things about him.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful man.
Yep, he is.
Great character. Great
Yep.
character.
Yep, he is. I get to do ball games with him, and he's awesome. I mean, what you see is what you saw on Friday night in Anderson County is what you see right here at Eastside. He doesn't change. And he's all about these kids. He loves to love them.
Yes, and during Imagination Library Week, he did come into the library here at Eastside and read to the pre-K. And it was wonderful to have him and then associate him with being the director of schools and learning at an early age who he is, having that familiarity with seeing him out in public and knowing he is over the school system. So I think that's a great thing. Anytime he can come in and share with the children, I think it's great.
Absolutely. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones. Hey, I'm all about it, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, dear. What a neat lady. We'll take a quick break, come right back. We've got Miss Keene coming, and Brittany Johnson, and Shannon Barnett. Mrs. Morgenstern's got all these lined up, and so we'll be right back after this. We are live here again, and we're on the road at Eastside Elementary. Coming up, we'll be ready to bring it to you. We'll be ready to be at Chick-fil-A from 11 to 1 on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
I walked into Chick-fil-A completely outnumbered. My husband was away at military leadership training, and the kids were doing this. Miss Carol brought me water, something to eat, and then before I knew it, she was tying Margot's shoes up and carrying her out to the car.
It always makes me feel good if that helps somebody.
I went in the next day because I just wanted to make sure she knew how much I appreciated her help.
I'm just so glad there was somebody there when she really needed it.
That's gonna go on my refrigerator.
I'm with Lynn Freeman, the general manager of Elizabeth and Ford, and also Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. What's going on? What's happening down here, my friend?
Lots and lots of good things. It's game day, folks, but we're here and we're always ready to give a good deal. We got 10% off on both new and select inventory here at Ford and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We have a huge inventory of both new and pre-owned cars, paying extra dollars for trade-in, but then we're willing to go the extra mile for you. Good luck, Elizabethton. Let's win another championship this year.
There you go. Lynn Freeman, general manager of Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Elizabethton. We're back again at Eastside Elementary, the land of the Pirates. Again, we're joined by Mrs. Keene. Again, the second and third grade musical is tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Wow. So tell me, how many kids are involved?
Let's see, we have about, I think 86 third graders and close to 60 second graders.
150 kids.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What's going to be the theme of the musical?
It's called At the Bandstand.
At
So
the Bandstand.
We're traveling back in time to the 1950s. They're going to be dressed in poodle skirts and.
Really?
They're blue jeans and t-shirts, and we're going to sing Rockin' Robin and Splish Splash and a lot of good oldies.
Rockin' Robin, Splish Splash. I was ready to dash, maybe.
I'm taking a bath. I was taking a bath.
Taking a bath. Splish Splash. I was taking a bath. Rockin' Robin. What else?
Let's see. Rock and roll is here to stay, and shake, rattle, and roll.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
And then they have a theme song that's at the bandstand, but it's not. It's one that's been written for kids.
So the kids are into this big time.
Oh, yes.
They're having a blast doing this.
Yeah.
It's awesome. 150 kids. So, so when the musical's done, what do you do every day here at Eastside?
Then we'll start learning about different genres of music, different instruments. You know, they get to read a little music and play some instruments.
So you get them started here in instruments. Then they're going up to Duggar. Then they're going up to the high school where we won back-to-back state championships in our band.
Yes.
And it starts down here, right?
It does.
Introducing the kids to instruments.
It
So
does.
what is typically, what do they gravitate to as far as instruments?
Oh, they like anything that makes noise.
Yeah.
Their favorite are percussion.
Drums.
Yes.
Cymbals.
Sometimes we do bucket drums. I don't have any cymbals. I don't think we need cymbals in elementary school. I think we're okay.
But you got drums.
We have drums.
Lots of drums.
And xylophones and glockenspiels. Just shaky eggs, all kinds of things that make noise.
Sure. And it really is the case because they start here and get a love for music. Then they graduate to the middle school and then they go right on up to the high school. And I would be willing to bet if we did a survey of the kids on the state championship band team, there'll be a lot of them that started here at Eastside. So that's what it's all about. So tomorrow night, what time does it start?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock here.
Doors open at 5:30.
In the gymnasium.
Yes.
150 second and third graders doing Rockin' Robin, Splish Splash, Shake, Rattle, and Roll, a 50s themed musical.
Yes.
That's awesome. So what's the cool part about coming to work for you here at Eastside?
What is, I'm sorry?
Cool part about coming to work?
part?
Yeah.
I get to see every kid in the school except for pre-K. So I just, all the kids here are mine. They're all mine.
You got all 400 babies, basically,
That's
right?
right.
That's awesome.
I get to watch them grow up.
Right in front of you. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yep, good job. Tomorrow night, you heard it, at the bandstand. Open for folks to come watch and Rockin' Robin. Boy, that goes back. It brings some memories. Quick break. She's here. Andrea Lewis in the house next. A little tour of schools brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union.
Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, the state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. And great folks at Physical Therapy Services.
We're back again. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. Our final stop, we have been, we started at Elizabethton and went to Harold McCormick and went to Tia Duggar. Then Friday we were West Side, and today we'll wrap it up here again for the fall. We'll come back in the spring. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. Couldn't do it without them. And so $300. So we talk about this every time we have you on the show, virtually every time at Chick-fil-A, which she'll be back today to do again. But here is walking, breathing recipient of a $300 grant from Northeast, and she said, I bought a rug for my classroom, so this is how it works. Teachers out there would be silly not to register, wouldn't it?
Yep, there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
You can apply all year round, and we choose the winners on the 15th of every month. So even if you have received the award before, you can apply again, and it's just great. $300. I mean, you know, it can go a long way in the scheme of things. So, you know, we just want to be supportive of the teachers, and we were Elizabethton Teachers Credit Union at one time. That was our membership. So we have grown quite a bit since then, but we are very, you know, encouraging teachers.
Yeah, it's not just in Elizabethton City.
No.
The 5 counties.
It's Unicoi, Carter, Washington, Johnson, and Sullivan.
There you go. 5 counties. If you know of a teacher in one of those counties, how do they get qualified, or how do they register?
You can apply on our website at bemycu.org, or you can come in one of our convenient locations and get the application there.
The crane is still there outside the headquarters, but I noticed yesterday the steel girders are going up, and it's going up pretty quick.
It's quick. I mean, any day now there might be some walls up. Who knows? And so we're really excited. You know, we're looking forward to our growth continuing in 2024 and the completion of that building in 2024. So, you know, stop in, ask us questions, see what we can do for you. We have all the convenient services and products, and tour schools is my favorite. And it's just always so much fun in the spring and, you know, in the fall right now. So getting ready for holidays and all of that. It's just great to see the students.
The readers are winners. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union, we're going to be giving 50 T-shirts to the top 50 kids reading in this school, and at Westside and Harold McCormick, one of our T-shirts, and on the back of it's going to be a big old logo of Northeast Community Credit Union. They're all about the kids. We had Teresa on the show last week, the CEO. She is all about this, and so the first 9 weeks we're doing this will be this 9 weeks. We'll give away the T-shirts. Then after Christmas, we'll come back and we'll do ball caps. Then we're going to do water bottles. And then the last 9 weeks of the school year, we're going to take the top 10 across the system, no matter where they are. Top 10 kids based on minutes read. We'll get a backpack. Tom Taylor Sports Show backpack, Northeast Community Credit Union backpack together, full of all kinds of goodies. So that's another incentive to read. And so what we'll do, at the end of the 9 weeks, we'll wipe the slate clean and start over again. So whatever they did the last 9 weeks, they got to turn, you know, they got to do it again. So we can have repeat winners. We can have different winners. Be all up to the children. But it's all about reading, and you're a big fan of that, aren't you?
Yes, you gotta read to remember and learn, and it's important for testing. I've always said that, and it's the truth. And so it's just really important, especially find something that you enjoy reading and then continuing on into furthering your education. It's so important.
Yeah, readers today, leaders tomorrow is what the late Walt Disney said. So it is very true. Got to be able to read. All right, you're going to be back with me at 11:30, right?
I am.
At the chicken coop, as I call it, Chick-fil-A. So I'll see you at Chick-fil-A, ready to go and do it again. We got more to talk about then. We got more to talk about now. We'll take a break. Brittany Johnson's here. Shannon Barnett's here. It's the Tour of Schools, again, brought to you by the great folks, as we said, at Northeast Community Credit Union. So let's show you what we're talking about. Again, the readers are winners, and we'll get these young ladies in here right after this break. And as soon as I find it, readers are winners right there, thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Hi, this is Tom Taylor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I'm a huge proponent on the importance of reading. I firmly believe it's the key to being successful, being the best reader you can be. And so in partnership with Elizabethton City Schools and the Betsy Book Bus, it's the Readers Are Winners Reading Challenge. At the end of this 9 weeks, the top 50 readers based on minutes read from each of the 3 elementary schools, Eastside, Harold McCormick, and Westside, will get and win Tom Taylor Sports Show Readers Are Winners t-shirts, plus be featured on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Reading is so important. In fact, Walt Disney said, it is books that are the key to the wide world. If you can't do anything else, read all that you can. Albert Einstein said, if you're going to get anywhere in life, you have to read a lot of books. And Margaret Fuller simply said, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. It's the Readers Are Winners Book Challenge on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Elizabethton City Schools, and the Betsy Book Bus. Here's some folks who also believe in the importance of reading. Boom. There we go. Look at them. These two are firecrackers. I like it. So this would be Miss Johnson and Miss Barnett. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Great.
Good. Teachers of the Year. So Mrs. Morgenstern said you were selected based being nominated by your fellow teachers, which is quite an honor. Yeah. So tell us what do you teach here at school?
I teach 4th grade science and social studies.
Yeah, you can hold that. I'm making extra nervous. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, and I'm the instructional coach, so I work with K-5, all teachers and students.
Yeah. So we just ran the promo, readers are winners. So, and you're all obviously teaching the grade you teach. How important, start with you, how important is reading with these kids?
Oh, so extremely important. I'm a big advocate for reading. I love to read. Just for fun. So that's what I want to see in the kids. I want to see them reading for fun, but also, in a school setting, it is important to read just to develop your skills as a learner. And yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. And if they're not on grade level by 3rd grade, the stats that they will not graduate from high school are staggering. So we're really trying to get them to be proficient readers by 3rd grade.
Wow. Now say that again. That's a staggering stats.
It drops about 60%. If they're not a proficient reader, their chances of graduation high school drop about 60%. So.
There you go. What a stat. So that's why we're pushing reading in all 3 of the schools. Of course, here, Harold, McCormick, and Westside. Readers are winners, and so it's getting based on minutes read. And I'm hearing at the schools we've been at that the kids are filling out the logs and the parents and come back and get another sheet for another log because they're really going after this, and that's what we want. We will announce the top 50 kids right before the 9 weeks. Mrs. Morgenstern, when's the 9 weeks finish? Right before the Christmas break? So, right after Christmas. So I think we'll announce the winners when we come back or right before we go to break. Mrs. Morgenstern has it all planned out.
She
so
does.
I've taken my cues. We'll be doing it after Christmas. When they come back in early January, then we start a brand new 9 weeks. So neat stuff. So you teach what now again?
So I'm the instructional coach. So I work with these amazing teachers and support them. They're doing the hard work. I'm just here to advocate
but you're
and
awesome.
cheer them on.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
So Teachers of the Year, Brittany Johnson and Shannon Barnett. So obviously the closing question, what's the coolest part about coming to the school every day working? We'll start with you. What's the coolest part about your job?
Oh, man. Well, one is the place that I work. This is such a special place. This is the only place that I've taught. And I have been here. This is my 10th year.
Wow.
And there's a reason I have stayed for 10 years. The staff, faculty, kids, it is just such a special place. And it's really that's why I love my job, is because of the people that I'm around every day. So.
And you can hear it in her room. She plans awesome labs and activities for her kids, and she is very deserving of this award.
Makes learning fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. What about you? What makes it?
Same thing. Everybody said that, but it's the relationships with kids, faculty, staff, teachers. It is definitely a family feel here.
Yeah, it's all about the family relationship. It very much is. Starting at the top, rolling right on down. So we've got the musical tomorrow night. Then we're going to take a break for Thanksgiving and come back, a couple of weeks and break for Christmas. So are the kids getting hyped up? They stay hyped up?
They stay hyped up, yeah. Stay hyped up.
That's good.
Which is good, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Teachers of the Year, folks. Here's the cool thing. Number one, they won it. But number two, their fellow teachers nominate them, which means there's respect for these two ladies in the building because they were, again, picked and chosen to be Teachers of the Year, and they earned it. So there you go. Good stuff. Quick break, right back. One of our great sponsors, the good folks at Poor Trav's Deli. Coming up next, we've got Libby Holman and Teresa Duggar, and Mrs. Morgenstern's going to be on. Right after that, yeah, she's coming on the show.
She's fixing her makeup.
She's fixing her makeup.
Lip gloss out.
Lip gloss. She's doodling her hair. She'll be on in a little while.
She has a pencil in her hand. That's it.
Got a pencil in her hand.
Folks in Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread. We've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami. Make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad. some pickles and eggs. If you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game, don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
About 10
ready.
15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by here and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Draft Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Boom, back here again at Eastside Elementary School. We're joined by Miss Horman. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good. Have a good weekend, I hope.
Pretty good.
Yep. All right. So, parent involvement coordinator. Tell me about this. What's that all about?
Okay, parent involvement coordinator. I plan several events throughout the school year to try to get our parents in the door, try to build relationships with our parents and our students, and we focus on reading, math, different standards to try to help parents with that, and again, just to build relationships.
So tell me about the books and treats.
Okay, so we had our annual book and treat event. We had over 300 Eastside families, so we think around maybe 900 people stepped through the door. So as they came in, they were greeted by faculty and staff. They were given reading strategies that they could work on at home. They got to go to each grade level, get candy, treats, and then as they came through the gym, they could pick a book of their choice. Some of their favorites were the Goosebump books. Those are really popular right now. For younger students, Pete the Cat. We just had a huge assortment of books for them to choose from. And then we fed our families, and they just got to fellowship and talk to different teachers and then make their way home. So.
Got to say, too, Mrs. Morgenstern asked me to come down here and pass out Halloween candy on that Monday night, I guess it was. And so I think Mr. Hurley said there was 1,000 people came through on that night. So the key is get these families involved. You're doing a great job. So tell me about this spring event you got planned coming up. You're working on that one, right?
I'm still working on that one. So my goal is to work with our students with 4-H. So Eastside is the only city school that does 4-H. And we've had that going now for a couple of years. So we've had some award winners with poster contests and different speeches and things like that. So in the spring, I hope that we can tie in that with our event and maybe tie in our FFA kids from the high school. I would love for our ag students to come down and work with our students to try to build those relationships. So that's kind of where my thought process is going, but I haven't worked out all the kinks yet.
So the importance, you said firsthand, the importance of having the parents involved in the kids in their day-to-day school.
Yes.
How important is that?
Very important. I think if we can give them the resources and the tools and build those relationships with them, as Miss Barnett was talking, we can close those gaps in reading and make sure that our graduation rate is super high also.
Yep. Well, keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. So you're in the process of getting that spring event going. And so books, events, spring event, all kinds of good things. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yep, good job. We'll take a break, come right back, and get ready because she's coming. She personifies excitement. Mrs. Duggar's in the house, and she'll join us right after this break. We do have Tia Duggar basketball today. Tia Duggar taking on Robinson. We'll go at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, JV boys and varsity boys, and we'll go in here about 4:45 today from the Duggar Gym. Tia Duggar boys basketball right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Are you looking for apparel of your favorite local school for Christmas? Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton can make this Christmas merry and bright for folks on your list. They have sweatshirts and hoodies, youth and adult sizes. They have sublimated jerseys. They offer long and short sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies of your favorite Carter County schools. Plus different styles of jackets of your favorite school, from windbreakers to insulated jackets. Brummett's also sells ball caps too. And they have Letterman jackets for schools in Northeast Tennessee, Western North Carolina, and Southwest Virginia for band, cheerleaders, and all sports. And they have the patches to go with them, too, to honor your special person. And they offer trophies and plaques for teams and individuals, athletics as well as businesses, churches, trophies, and plaques. Find them on Facebook or call 542-2321, 542-2321. Your local hometown sports shop. Be loyal, buy local. At Brummett Sports Shop, Elk Avenue in downtown Elizabethton. An Elizabethton tradition since the 1940s. Brummett Sports Shop. Back in Eastside Elementary School, one of the coolest ladies in the building, I tell you. You get around her about 30 seconds and you're wired for sound, because you're wired for sound, aren't you?
Always.
Yes.
Always.
Oh, this. You don't need a. You're not a rookie.
Oh, no, I can do this.
How many years, ma'am?
I think this is 33 or maybe 34. A lot.
33, 34 years.
Yep. All
Yep.
here.
All right here at Eastside.
Yep.
Oh, really? The whole
Yep.
time?
The whole time. From start to whenever it finishes.
Yeah. You still got gas in the tank, don't you?
We'll see.
Yeah. Having a good time.
Yes.
So, 30-some years, how have the kids changed, or have they changed?
Kids don't change. Kids are good. Sometimes the situations change, but kids are here, and if you love them and are excited about what they're doing, they'll love being here. So
And they'll love you back.
that's exactly right.
They're,
That's
they're
exactly
like
right.
little sponges, aren't they?
They are, and it doesn't matter what grade. I've taught lots of grades. I taught Mr. Jenkins, who was here earlier, and no, kids are kids, and they are, if they feel safe and loved and encouraged, then it's going to go good.
Yep.
Yep.
You're a huge proponent of reading, as we are here on the show, and so the readers are winners. Talk to it from your standpoint. How important kids they got to be able to read?
Yeah. I teach kindergarten, and that's where we build the foundation. If you can teach a child to read, then I've watched time and time again over 30-some years that they go on and they're successful and they can do anything. And the neatest thing I love about kindergarten is watching them start from a very minor reading level to finishing, and they're reading, and that confidence grows, and they're just lifelong learners from there. So there's nothing like it. We appreciate you advocating for that.
Well, you're
So,
welcome. I love it. It's very, very important.
Yes.
So what's going on in your class right now? What are y'all studying?
oh my goodness, we're studying our letters, we're studying sounds. We do a reading foundational program, and so we're hot on that. Then we do a knowledge program through reading. So we are studying plants right now, and then we are into geometry and math and just all kinds of fun stuff.
Yep. It's a cool place when I go in to read in her class. It's
Yep.
cool because she says, friends, what you call them, friends?
Yeah.
We got a new friend coming in today, Mr. Taylor, and it's really cool. So we're coming back in.
Yeah,
We're
you've
gonna-
already read once, and you always come and read at Christmas.
Always do, yep.
Yep.
Love it, love it, love it. So, coolest part of your job, you've already kind of touched on a little bit, but what's the coolest part of your job?
Oh gosh, the coolest part of my job is working in Elizabethton. Like I said, I've been here the whole time, 30 plus years, watching my former students become great, successful adults, watching my littles grow up. You know, anybody knows me, I'm a huge Cyclone fan, and part of that's just because you go, and every year there are my kids out there cheering and in the band and playing ball, and so that to me is just icing on the cake.
What about that band winning back-to-back state championships?
That's awesome. That's
awesome.
It's what I expect now. We're the best of the best.
Yep. Cross country finished 4th in the state. The girls finished, that was the boys, the girls finished 11th in the state.
Another great football.
The football season was good.
Yep.
We stubbed our toe Friday night, but that's okay. We keep on trucking.
Yep.
And now we're switched to basketball and wrestling and swimming, and then we'll go into baseball, softball, and track and field in the spring, and golf and soccer, and just
And
keeps
on and
going
on and on.
Yep, keeps
Yep.
on keeping on.
Yep.
So
It's what's fun about living in this town.
it's awesome. It's a special place, isn't it?
It is. There's no place I'd rather be.
No, it's
Yeah.
very, very special, folks. I can tell you that. And this lady's one of the reasons. So go
Well,
Cyclones.
Go Cyclones. Thank
Yeah.
you, Tom Taylor.
Oh, you're awesome. Love this little lady. All right, the other lady we love is the one's getting ready to come. She's been back there putting on makeup and making
Always looking fresh and
always
beautiful.
looking fresh and beautiful.
Yes,
She is.
yes, always.
Mrs. Morgenstern's coming to wrap it up.
Yep, she's the one.
She's the one.
All right.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Yep. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join me all this week for the Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. Each morning from 9 to 10, we'll showcase the great kids doing great things at Elizabethton City Schools. Monday will be at Eastside Elementary. Tuesday, Elizabethton High School. Wednesday, Harold McCormick Elementary. Thursday, T.A. Duggar Middle School. And on Friday, Westside Elementary. The Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones!
Folks in Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread, we've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. You know, if you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game, don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent, excellent opportunity to come by and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli, 543-6128. One of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It doesn't matter because Mrs. Morgenstern's here. What we're going to talk about. So I don't care. Let's just talk about Eastside. I said, okay. It's been a good school year so far, hasn't it?
It's been a great year.
Yep. Yes. Some of the things that, by the way, your official capacity is?
I am the assistant to the principal.
Yeah. So she basically runs the place. So there you go. Hold that right there.
Okay,
so
absolutely.
She said the only person she would do this for is me. Is that right?
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
I am not a camera gal. I like behind the camera position.
May I brag on her? She does weddings, which is totally off East Side, but she does weddings. And the Molly Tipton wedding was one of the prettiest weddings. Been to a lot of them, and it was just over the top. You did a wonderful job.
Yes, and very sweet.
Very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
They had communion.
Yes, it was a great wedding.
I thought, now is that not cool? So if you ever get hitched again, I'm going to do a communion.
Yes.
So I thought it was awesome.
It was.
They exchanged. I mean, they had communion. They did the Lord's Supper up there, just the two of them, and it was awesome. So, job well done. How many? If you could guess, how many weddings do you think you've done over the years?
I'm creeping close to 50.
50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to give a plug. If you're out there and you're wanting somebody to plan your wedding, this is the lady right here. She is. She gets her done. So, but during her day job, she's here.
Yes.
Doing a wonderful
and
job.
Busy.
What?
On my day job, I'm busy.
Because you're busy, absolutely. Taking care of all these kiddos.
Yes.
How many youngins we got here this year, ballpark?
We have around 500 kids, so 80 with the Welk and about 400 with Eastside. So
is that up? About the same?
We continue to increase every year, and I think we have the highest enrollment of any of the elementary schools at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a good year. Some of the things we've done this year. I know we went to Camp Explore. We heard about that. The kids had a blast. So
yes, as much as we like to have fun, probably academic changes have been the best for us. So we are implementing a new math curriculum, which has been great for our students. We've been working on reading for the last couple of years, so we've shifted to math to try to increase achievement with that. And that's been great for our teachers to learn and make some changes. And it's just been an all-around good year. It's been a little more calm than normal. Of course, if I say that, it won't be calm anymore, but it has been. Yeah, I think it's too. Mr. Hurley and I have been working together for a long time now, so we kind of have a routine down, and that's nice.
Last year we came, there was a celebration. Everybody had to wear tuxes, and the ladies had to wear evening gowns because we got a big award statewide. Tell me about that.
That is true. So last year we were a level 5 school, so we did a fancy day, Fancy 5, because we were a level 5 school, and so we had all of our students dress up, and they wore their Sunday best, and we had a celebration. Carson Peters came, did a concert. It was a lot of fun. So we try to do a big celebration in the spring every year. Last year we also did Pirate Palooza. I'm not sure what we're going to do this year. I got to get to planning that. I'll worry about that in the spring, I guess.
Spring,
yeah. Get through
Let's get through the holidays,
yeah,
right?
This is my favorite time of year, though. I love the holidays, and we have a lot of community members that sponsor our students for Christmas support, and it's just, this is a real magical time, I think, in an elementary school through the holidays, Thanksgiving, and, you know, pushes our thoughts back to what to be grateful for
Amen.
in our schools.
Amen. Well put. So it's a busy time here. Tomorrow night's the musical. Miss King says it's going to be back to the 50s. It's a 50s-based musical for the second and third graders. We've done Camp Explore. The springtime, do the kids go on field trips in the spring too?
Yes. Most of our field trips, we try to wait and get as much instructional time as we can. So in the spring, we'll get a little bit more lenient on that, send people on some trips.
Yep. So right now we're pushing to get through. Let's see, Thanksgiving will stop. They'll go through next Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday.
So Wednesday they're off, and Thursday and Friday and Saturday. You get a 4-day week, and then come back and go basically 3 or 4 weeks and break for Christmas, right?
Yes.
Yep. So it's good time here. So same question I've asked everybody. What's the cool part of this job for Emmy Morgenstern?
I agree relationships with everybody is a good part, but my favorite part is watching how Eastside really has never changed through the years in this community. It's always been a very tight-knit family. We have lots of local families whose children, grandchildren all came to our school. They don't typically leave. Elizabethton is one of those places, if you live here, you want to stay here. So to me, that's the thing. It's generational, our school. So I really love that.
It's pretty much what Brian Jenkins said. He said, you know, the same things we did when I was a kid, now I'm back as a teacher, and we're doing the same thing, so it doesn't change.
And that's really true.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, change is not necessarily good. To keep it the way it is, traditions, always good. Mrs. Morgenstern, let's see if anybody says Linda Wagner, Reba Whitehead, Jennifer Harden, some of the folks watching the show, Noah Cole, so some of the folks. Speaking of Cole, how's the big guy doing?
He's doing great.
One of my favorite guys in the world. Doesn't say much.
Yeah.
He just goes, just gets it done.
He's a man of few words.
Yeah.
He's doing well, so his classes have gotten significantly harder, so he studies a lot. Or at least he tells his mother that he studies a lot. No, he is an excellent student. I'm very proud of him. But he's getting ready to be a senior in December.
Unbelievable.
He's fast-tracked through, so he'll be a senior in December.
Unbelievable. He plays football for ETSU, Cole Morgenstern. Now, he didn't say much, but now his sister, we passed out candy with his sister the other night. She helped me with, Miss Minton helped me.
Yes.
And it was like pop, 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 the whole time. Yes. So for what Cole doesn't speak, his little sister makes up for it.
That is 100% true.
Oh, boy, she was just talking up a storm. I loved it. So
she doesn't meet strangers.
No, she does not. And she's cheering, right?
She is, yes.
Yeah, she's a cheerleader. Does a great job.
Tonight.
Yeah.
She'll be cheering at T.A. Duggar.
Yep, we're going to stream it tonight, the boys.
Yes, we'll be there.
The Robinson Redskins. You're so awesome.
Thank you.
Yep.
You are too. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate her. She's a sister in Christ. She's a good lady. And she's helped her and Mrs. Taylor helped me plan. Well, they're helping me. I'm going to get out of the way and let them plan. Our 2000 show coming up sometime first quarter. We'll take some time off, but we're at 1960. Well, I can tell you real quick what it's going to be. Today is 1960. It'll be 1964 today will be the show. So we're heading that way to 2000.
Yes.
So you got plans for it?
We've started planning.
Yeah.
So we got to get a date nailed down and get you to work. We got a to-do list going.
Oh, I know. That makes me nervous. Mrs. Morgenstern, Miss Taylor have a to-do list for me to do. So here's what we need from you. It's like, okay. You have any weddings planned now?
I do. I have a December wedding, and then I'm moving on to the spring. I've got 4 or 5 in the spring.
Do you really?
Yeah. I try not to take more than one thing a month because my real job trumps that job.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
So wedding planning, all these years you've done that, is it more fall weddings now, Christmas weddings, traditional springtime weddings, or?
More fall.
More fall? It's cool. Indoor, outdoors?
Both.
Get a little mixture? Yeah, so it's pretty
It's fun.
cool.
Yep.
She plans weddings when she's not being the assistant principal here and running the school, and Hurley knows that. We all know that, but he does a wonderful job too. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yep, she's awesome. We'll come back. Another lady's awesome. Mrs. Moore's in the house. We want her to come by and say goodbye to us. This is our last show of the fall. We'll come back and do it again in the spring. And Mrs. Moore wraps it up next from Eastside Elementary, the land of the pirates.
Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show in Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Great folks at Physical Therapy Services.
And we're back, and here's our buddy, Mrs. Moore, who does the PR for the city schools. And, wow, we plan all this, and boom, we go through 5 straight days, and we're done. So we'll come back in the spring, do it all over again. But big thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. And, again, I guess what we talked about on Friday Westside, we take away from this lots of opportunities, all the schools. What I take, it's family at every school we've been at, even the bigger school, the high school and the middle school, larger numbers, but still, the family feels at all these schools, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is we are very family oriented and very encouraging, to find, your niche and what you want to do in life or, and just, I guess, helping the community too is a big thing that every school likes to do. And then we have a lot of community partners that help us with kids.
Mm-hmm. So, it goes hand in hand.
Yep.
Kids are reaching out to the community reaching out to the kids at all the stops. Again, we started on Tuesday at Elizabethton High. Then on Wednesday, we went to Harold McCormick. Thursday, we went to T.A. Duggar. Friday, we went to Westside. And today, we're wrapping up here at Eastside. So, all told in the system, sound like all the schools are up. What's the total number of kids, a ballpark?
No, you would ask me that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fluctuated a lot this year.
That's what I'm
We've
saying.
had a lot more kids come in from Sullivan County, other schools. We've had people that moved here out of state. I mean, that one kid that was on here today, he moved here from California. I mean, there's been like a lot of people that move in.
A lot of people moving into the area. We know that with our real estate folks. David Collins says a lot of folks moving in, but and so the what do you call these kids that come in from another system?
Out of zone
kids is way up from last year.
Yeah.
And we got people driving in here from Sullivan County every day and from Washington County and bringing their kids to Unicoi County, Elizabeth City Schools, Johnson County. Last year's families we had on the show coming in here from Western North Carolina, they pay the tuition and come over from the Mars Hill area coming in every day. So pretty incredible. I'm sorry, the Elk Park area, pretty incredible. So what's up next what's the story on the parade? We still working on the parade?
Still working on the parade. I'm trying to get a final on the time.
Yeah, tree lighting ceremony coming up on Saturday. Once we get everything nailed down, we'll let you know. But there is going to be a parade of champions. I checked the weather. It's supposed to be still staying in the 60s. Should be a great. This is not the Christmas parade. This is
I know. A lot of people are confused about that.
Yeah.
Evan Carter and his family were not going to be in for the Christmas parade, so we kind of had to spin off of that with the tree lighting. So we're trying to get with the city to find out if it's going to be before or after the tree lighting, the parade. And then it's going to be like really representing the school system too. We're honoring the band for their big state win. And then each school is going to have a float. And then a lot of different groups from the high school are going to be out there.
You going to ride on the float?
No, I'm going to be taking pictures on the side.
There you go. All right. There you go.
Are you going to ride on the float?
If you want me to, I'll do
We
whatever.
have to get you in the front,
So I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Okay.
Promoting these kids, what it's all about.
Yep.
Thank you,
great.
dear.
Thank you so much, Sean, for all you do for the school system.
She's awesome. So again, for folks out there that want to know more about it, what's the general website to go to?
www.ecschools.net, and that'll take you to each school and show you what we have going on. We also have social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
She takes care of all of them. That's how she does it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a lot.
Yep. But it's worth it.
It is.
It's all about these kids. Thank you, dearest.
Thank you.
Yep. That's going to do it, folks. We appreciate you very much. Hello, Mrs. Tipton. She's watching. We're getting ready to go up there and sit up and do a show there in about 35 minutes from Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth and Tom Taylor Sports Show. So big thanks again to Northeast Community Credit Union. And, of course, here the principal, Mr. Hurley, Travis Hurley, and Mrs. Morgenstern, the vice principal. Also, Miss Malone, Brian Jenkins, Sheena Gardner, Susan Duggar, Aaron Keene, Shannon Barnett, Brittany Johnson, Libby Holman, and Teresa Duggar. And, of course, Andrea Lewis from Northeast Community Credit Union. And my little buddy over there, Carrie Taylor. She does such a great job marketing the show now, all the stuff we do. So can't thank her enough. Rejoining you back in the spring for another round of Tour of Schools. But coming up next, we're not done. We'll come right back and bring you the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And then coming up at, 4:45 this afternoon, we're going to do T.A. Duggar boys basketball. Got a doubleheader. The JV at 5 o'clock and the boys varsity at 6 o'clock against Rawson Robinson School from Kingsport. So back as soon as we box this up and drive to Chick-fil-A, we'll come back and do a sports show. Thanks again from Eastside Elementary, wrapping up the fall version of the Tour of Schools, thanks to Northeast